Happy Thursday, everybody. Today's deck of the day is Naya Discover. Now, the one downside with this deck is that it isn't starting until turn 3. So it could just get completely run over by mono red prowess, but we do have a couple of stabilizing forces. So we've got Temporary Lockdown to wipe the board for anything 2 or less. We've got the Elder Dragon War to hit everything for 2. We also have Angel Fire Ignition, so part of it is we take the early damage and then we make it back with the lifelink off of Angel Fire Ignition. The other nice little synergy in this deck is that this gives the creature vigilance, so if you put it on a Hammer Skull, the Hammer Skull can attack without tapping, so it doesn't, even though it gets a stun counter on it, it's not tapped. So you should be able to attack 2 times in a row with this. Again, casting Angel Fire again, you're swinging for 14 points of damage with lifelink. The other thing that this deck is doing is a Discover mechanic. So you've got Quintoria's Con, you've got the Trumpeting Carnosaur, and the Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, to make those Discovers happen multiple times. Same with the Geological Appraiser. And then we've got Tali, which if it triggers twice, you get even more stuff from your opponent's deck. So definitely kind of going for this big plan, kind of, it's like a fight rigging deck, right? We've seen this one around for a while. Being able to hit this on Pugnacious Hammer Skull specifically and immediately get the hideaway trigger, I think there's a lot of cool things to explore in this deck at the very least. So with that being said, I'll show you one of my favorite matches, and enjoy. All right, we've got Temporary Lockdown, but not double white to cast it. But we've got the Hammer Skull Angel Fire Ignition combo, so definitely want to check that out. Start off with the Jetmir's Garden, as is tradition. Oh, Brushland lets me have the Temporary Lockdown option. Black means that the Hammer Skull probably dies at instant speed, right? Caustic Bronco. Okay, well, I guess let's find out, right? I've got everything to be able to cast this with my colors. The fixing's been good. I'm impressed with the 3-color fixing. So I guess with another Pugnacious Hammer Skull, yeah, that's the downside there. So if you have 2 of them, they do stack, where they then don't get their problems. So I'd rather have this stick. So let's see if we can get this to stick. Caustic Bronco could Temporary Lockdown to get rid of Caustic Bronco. Because if they just remove the Hammer Skull here, then I'm kind of sad. I could have done fight rigging first. Go for the greed. There's some greed in this deck for sure. Okay, Preacher of the Schism, that's fine. Doesn't get around my Indestructible. Options, we could try to do fight rigging and Angel Fire Ignition, but gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, and Indestructible. And Haste. Whew. Elish Norn would mean we get double triggers, though. I really want to do this. Maybe if I think I just play Elish Norn here and pass. Because, I think they're going to likely shoot Elish Norn if they're going to kill something. And blocking all of their triggers is pretty nice.
I take no joy in the slaughter, but it's necessary work.
So it doesn't block Planeswalkers, that's an activated ability.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
Hey, no. Tap lands, okay. The temporary lockdown gets rid of Bronco and here. Now I need to hit another untapped, though, if I do Angel Fire Ignition to hit into fight rigging, right? I guess they're not pressuring me terribly hard right now. Could Wrath the board, but I think I'm still going to go for the fight rigging over the Angel Fire Ignition. It might be right to just do Angel Fire Ignition and, like, attack in. Oh, we get 2 hideaways. Nice. Okay, never mind. That's great. Let's do another one. Cascade it. Trumpeting Carnosaur is tempting, too. Alright, let's see if we can just, like, pop off here, then. Oh my god. Oh, this is silly. Legendary, so let's not do that. Maybe, like, let's get a Quintorius now. This is insanity. Legendary. Let's get a Praiser, I guess. Okay. There's definitely some crazy cascade loops for sure. Because the next turn, I've got 3 fight rigging triggers that'll give +1/+1. So as long as Elishnorn or the Pugnacious Hammer Skull's alive, we should just bury them in value here.
You will serve me well.
If they kill both Elishnorn and Pugnacious, we're going to be 1 off on the Geological Appraiser. Oh, not if I put the Angel Fire Ignition on it first. Okay. So temporary lockdown now would leave them with just the Preacher. It would pump for 3, 12. They would be at 3 life. So wait, so Angel Fire Ignition plus Angel Fire Ignition is 4, 13 plus 6 is 16. Oh, but then I can't temporary lockdown too. So they're at 20 life if they block everything, and that's not including all of this nonsense, right? It is sorcery speed. I say we lean into it. Do I have the mana to do it? Yeah. I think I might have to hurt myself. Yeah. Now that was a good example of what this deck can do. Absolutely greedy, not having any early drops, but being able to stabilize and then go into just absolute cascade nonsense. Once again, I'm going to be just exploring these shorter form videos and just seeing how they do, right? I see a lot of people do like purposely like almost an hour, like if you look at like CGB and such. And so I'm going to try to mix things up. I'm going to try to do a shorter video format and see how it performs. So remember to click like and subscribe. And if you want to check out my meta review for Best of 1, Best of 3 in Standard Outlaws of Thunder Junction, which I cover every Monday, check out the video over here on the left. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I will catch you tomorrow for another. Well, no, tomorrow's the best of 3 sideboard guide, but I'll catch you on Saturday for the community picked deck. Take care, everybody.